Stop panicking. Draw.
Another dissatisfied customer, eh?
Probably got wind of Nicky's reputation. She's just making sure I'm going to be there.
Any more toast going, Trace?
What do you think this is, a cafe?
Well, you're doing me a favour, aren't you? I mean, you're getting me from out to under Serry's and Sue's feet.
Great, so it's in it for me.
Nice scintillating company.
Excuse me while I faint.
Another busy day on.
Actually, I have been doing an impersonation of a headless chicken running around everywhere.
Well, that's the way it goes when you got your own business.
Not always. My first client, her sister's getting married in 6 months. So that'd be a nice job to land.
What, you do everyone in the wedding, like?
Yeah. Anyway, what are you doing up so early on a Good Friday?
There's no need to sound so suspicious. Actually, I'm going to church.
You what?
Don't you believe me?
What are you doing going to church?
Well, it's kind of a bit of business, you know.
In church? Does God know?
I'm hoping God's going to be my partner.
Who the hell's that this time of the morning?
I don't know, but we'll soon find out. I'll be all right. Asleep next door, coming. Must be nearly being a dog outside. Do you want me to stay tight? Right, I'll see you then.
There you go. Terry, no amount of packing and repacking will make the phone ring any quicker, you know?
No harm in being ready, though, is there?
I think the chance of you getting called in over Easter time is zilch, you know.
It's not the wait, it's the not knowing. It's just doing me head in. Just wish I knew when I had to go in.
Life's tough sometimes. Is she making the understatement of the year? Anyway, when it does happen, I'll bring you some grapes.
Only being overnight.
Yeah, and then we can have a lot of fun trying.
You should be so lucky.
Yeah, I'm banking on it.
I bet you say that to all the boys, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But I only mean it with one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Guess the spelling, and, you get a kiss for every time you get it right.
Is there a Y in it? A T?
Very good.
An E? R?
You get double for R.
I'm impressed.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Where are you going?
Church.
What?
Are you deaf or what?
Where'd you get that from?
Well, it didn't fall off the back of a lorry, sir.
I never said that, did I?
Not that Danny would mind anyway, I'm sure.
Oh, thanks, Barry. Very thoughtful of you.
It's the type of fella I am, isn't it?
Hey, thanks. What time's the service start?
When I get there. Anyway, make sure you save us some chocolate. Ta-da!
Church. He's up to something.
Yeah, he usually is.
Stronger, and their eternal salvation be assured. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Mr. Bishop.
I thought your god was money, Mr. Grant.
No, my God's the same as yours, sir. No sign of nerves yet, then?
Nerves?
Yes, you know, with your daughter getting married.
Oh?
My father was a bag of nerves when my sister went up the aisle.
Yeah, same here, and with good reason. The hairdressers cried off last night, and we're really in it.
So, you need a hairdresser, do you?
You know anyone?
I might well do, actually.
Yeah, but will she be free, and is she any good?
Well, she's been working for a reputable hairdresser for a number of years, and she's now gone freelance. And she owes me a favour.
You know, she's fixed on April 26th.
You leave it with me, Mr. Bishop.
You recommend her?
Well, I don't know that much about hairdressing, but...
You'd be doing me a big favour. This wedding's more important than any development in the world. And yes, I have been giving your idea some thought.
Good.
Nobody seems to have heard of Grant Leisure.
Well, nobody had heard of Saddam Hussein until he tried to take over the world.
I did speak to Jed Smith.
And?
He sang your praises. What do you think of him?
Completely untrustworthy.
Yeah, I got the same impression.
Do you think you'll be free for a couple of hours later on this week?
This the magical mystery tour, is it? How does Friday afternoon look?
That's great. Right, I've got to be off then.
Yeah. Oh, the name of the hairdresser?
Oh, Tracy Corkill. But you've no need to worry about that, Mr. Bishop. I'll get it all sorted out. You can get in touch with your daughter. You can just sit back, relax and enjoy yourself.
Somehow.
Bit of an early bird.
Really yourself, aren't you?
I thought I'd take a look around before you got here.
See me? So, now you've had a look around, what do you think? Job going all right for you, is it? The lads have fixed that door you were moaning on about?
Yeah, well, at least it opens the right way now.
Well, if you draw your diagrams right, you know, my lads get on with the job, don't they? They can knock up a sales counter in the time it takes some people to open up the tool bag.
Yeah, but does it stay knocked together?
Long enough. Look, we never said we were going to build your cathedral, did we? We just said we'd do the right job at a fair price.
Fair enough. I was hoping the sparks might be a bit further on, though.
But that's not their fault, is it? They're short on materials.
So?
So, I'm waiting for my first stage payment. You know the job gets more expensive as it goes on.
3K, was it, we said?
Only if you want delays on the job, which you'll have to explain away to your bosses at Monzard, won't you? Might have to explain away something else, like our little agreement.
5 grand. And I know I don't have to explain just what our little agreement is, do I, Barry?
I came to you with it, remember?
Fair enough. So, how's that big deal of yours you were telling me about?
It's getting closer by the minute. How's that for Simon?
I'm just going for some bread.
You what, she's got no bread in again? Terry, I'm starving.
I'll only be a minute. I'm just nipping down the shop.
I've got to go out again though, haven't I? You want to get her better trained.
Hey, she has to work for a living, you know. And anyway, you just coming in from yesterday or what?
No, I come in late last night and left early this morning, and I was nice and quiet because of Danny, all right? Been down to see Smith at the site.
I hope this building inspector doesn't join you.
Terry would have no trouble there, not with me in charge.
That's what I mean.
Smith's happy enough.
Well, he would be, wouldn't he? I mean, you're doing him a big favour by doing the job cheap for him.
Wait till he hears about the next deal. And that's the one you can do me the favour with.
Well, you can tell me about it over breakfast. While I go for the bread, you can put the kettle on.
Terry, I've got to go out again, though.
All right, well, if I don't see you later, I'll catch you some other time. It's no big deal. Don't leave it there. I can't get in.
We're on to our breakfast meeting later. I thought this was mixed in today.
Well, he's going to see the solicitors again, isn't he? He's doing tomorrow and Friday.
Oh, great. So that leaves you at a loose end on Friday, doesn't it?
It depends what for.
The favour. I mean, I didn't have the money to finance it, did I? But now I have.
Smith,
Yeah, that's right.
upfront money for the shops.
Well, I think that's the impression he'll be labouring under, Terry.
Who's it for then?
It's to just show a fella that I don't need his money, that's all.
But you do, don't you? And the best way to get money out of people is to show them that you don't need it.
You don't have catch on quick, don't you, Terry?
Yeah, well, I went for a bank loan once, didn't I? So who is it you're trying to impress?
Not trying to, Terry. I'm going to, and that's where you come in.
Oh, yeah.
Look, all you've got to do is drive down in a boss car and wear a boss suit and don't get no creases in it, all right?
Hey, hang on, hang on! Oh, where's this suit and car coming from?
Look, and get in it with money, can't you, Terry?
Even me.
Look, I'm not asking you to do it for nothing, am I, mate? All you got to do is stand round, look the part, take a few notes. I'm the one who's doing all the business.
All right, yeah.
You will?
I've just said so, haven't I? But listen, I don't want paying. What I owe you, we'll call it quits, eh?
Yeah, all right, tell you. Look, I've been round to see about ironing the car and that should be sound, should be no problem there. But I don't want you letting me down, Terry. I
Do
mean,
you want me to sign it in blood?
I'm just worried that Sue might say something, that's all.
Like what?
Well, you know, she doesn't want you doing favours for me and all that.
She won't. Listen, I've told you, haven't I? I'm going to do it, all right? So get this heap out me way.
Said you, Terry.
Oh, funny. So, Friday, is it? This Barry Grant multi-million mega show?
It's not going to be a show, Terry. It's going to be a spectacular. Ta-da.
say he'll be on the phone in a couple of minutes. And look, if he needs me to run to the Aussie, just give us a shout, all right? See you soon.
I've got the hospital on the phone.
So I heard. He doesn't have to go in today, though, does he?
Well, why should he wait if they can do it now?
Because he's already promised himself to me today. And because on the strength of him promising me, I've already invested a few grand. Now, you wouldn't want him being in hospital, would you? Lying on the operating table, thinking that he'd let his best mate down.
Well, he'll have to decide for himself which is more important to him, won't he?
As long as he is allowed to decide for himself. Know what I mean?
I was only going to tell him that he'd phoned back.
Are you sure you don't mind? I know you don't want to do it.
Well, I'd be happy never doing anything that involved Barry Grant, but seeing as you're doing this for us, you know, I'd rather have come with you, see you settled in and everything.
Well, he's just laid out all the money, hasn't he? You know, for the suit and the car and that.
Well, look, I volunteered, right? I don't want you lying there worrying that you've let him down.
You gonna come to the Aussie after?
Yeah. I'll get there as soon as I finish helping him play the big shot.
Cheers, Mick. Thanks for taking us.
All right.
So, get going, eh?
You do want to do this, don't you?
I've told you, haven't I? I want us to have our kids.
I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
Yeah. I'll see you later, eh? Let's get going, eh, Mick?
Just so you know why I'm doing this. It's the last favour we owe you, okay?
I think you'd be better with a nice dress on. Something low cut, you know. And get on with it, because we haven't got much time. Right, don't forget, spread the lime drawings out on the bonnet, all right?
Why?
Just do it, eh? Grab hold of that. Well, at least he's later than we are. We'll just have to bluff be driving this.
It's not quite the limo you promised Terry, is it?
We didn't have time to pick that up, did we? Anyway, you just keep stum and start flashing them, man. I'm all right. Mr. Bishop, good morning. Oh, it's Susie, right-hand girl, as you might say.
Oh. Well, this looks like fun.
Oh, it's the architect's. He's around the site somewhere. How you use it for buzzing around the site, you know. Susie, of course, prefers the comfort of a car.
Ah, well, you can drive around in mine if you like.
Actually, there's no need for that, Mr. Bishop. I always feel it's better to look at a development from the air. There we go. And you don't want to let anything you've heard about the water table worry you either.
You don't think so?
Not according to my research. The levels are approximately 40 foot now and is rising at a foot a year. It shouldn't affect this area for at least 20 years. And the levels are all localised as well. Mind you, we can check the graphs when we go back if you like, Mr. Bishop.
No, you seem to have gone into it well enough.
Enough to know it won't affect this development. Yes, and that's the other thing. There's a possible extension to the M57 right the way through to Speak, which will link us up with the M62, a bigger catchment area.
A few more mouths to feed, eh? I was wondering, apart from any catering outlets I might think of bringing in, would there be much room for sports goods, you know, clothing, equipment, that kind of thing?
I would have thought there'd be enough room for a hypermarket down there.
I didn't know you were into clothing, Mr. Bishop.
Oh, I'm into all kinds of things, aren't I? Especially anything in the leisure pursuits line. Anything that helps you rest and play is a good investment these days, since there's going to be more of that about than work.
Well, I'm sure we'll find some floor space for you down there. We'll have a look at the plans when we get back. Right. I think we've seen all we can from up here, Mr. Bishop. If you'd like to take us back down now, please, Ian. Back down to the Jeep. I don't like to keep Susie waiting around. You know what women are like, Mr. Bishop.
Sam, as good as she looks, is she?
Well, she's okay, Sam. As long as you know how to handle her. Well, I hope you've enjoyed yourself there, Mr. Bishop.
Told you, Sam.
Right, Sam it is. Thanks very much. Goodbye now. See ya.
Can't believe how well it's gone, can you?
Well, if you're quite finished playing Little Big Man for the day, wouldn't mind going to see Terry. Could you take him to the hospital?
I don't mind doing that. I'm not going to need you for anything else. Not today, anyway. All right?
Yeah. All right, tell you're not looking too clever there, mate.
Ah, never better.
I've just picked him up from the Aussie.
Nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, he's been surrounded by loads of nurses all weekend, haven't he?
Not that I could do anything about it.
Sounds bad.
Ah, just a little off, nothing serious.
What do you think about this, then?
Looks like a new pair of strides.
It's a fountain for the back. The water comes out of there, see?
Yeah, we going in or what?
Yeah, I think we'd better that.
It just goes round and round, you know.
See you
Right,
later.
come on then.
Continuous, like, flow.
There you go, Terry, love.
Oh, you make someone a lovely nurse.
Oh, say you fancy me now.
Oh, go away.
Well, somebody's got to look after you, haven't he?
Sue had to go to work, didn't she?
Did I say I minded? And that's what mates are for, isn't it?
Ah, thanks anyway.
It's not.
I didn't fancy hanging around waiting for an ambulance. Not that they would have given me one anyway.
Could have always got the bus.
Not when you feel as though you're being kicked by an elephant.
I don't know what you're going to do all of this for anyway, Ter.
It was a blocked tube, wasn't it? Now they've got rid of it.
So is that it then?
Well, I go back in 6 weeks for tests. If everything's all right, well, with a bit of luck, we're able to give Danny a little brother or sister.
That's not how I'd put it, Terry.
Nearly enough. Near as we can get it.
I don't know why you're going through all of this for Sue.
Me and Sue are all right.
Yeah, but for how long?
She's not like that.
Pity she didn't tell Martin that, innit?
Well, that's different, isn't it? She knew him before she knew me.
And after. Look, Terry, I just don't want you getting hurt, that's all, mate.
Listen, Barry, I appreciate everything you've done for us, you know, lending us the money and that.
Lending you the money.
All right, lending me the money. I don't expect you and Sue to be all over each other, but don't ask me to choose.
Who said anything about choosing?
I don't want to lose either of you.
Oh, don't be stupid. I mean, me and you go back a long way, don't we, sir?
Yeah, we've been through a lot together.
That's right.
So don't ask me to choose.
Do you want some more than that?
No, thanks. And anyway, I just didn't do it for Sue.
Well, who'd you do it for, then?
I did it for myself. I should have done it sooner.
Yeah, if you had to do it.
I didn't know. I don't know now. Oh, you don't know what it's like not being able to have kids.
Well, does it matter?
It mattered to you and Stacey, didn't it?
Well, that's because it was Tracy.
Yeah, well, I heard you talking about that baby when she was having it. Was it going to be a boy? Was it going to be a girl?
It wasn't going to be anything, was it, sir?
At least you can do it. At least one day you know you're going to have kids.
Do I?
Knowing you can't makes you feel last.
Oh, no, that is stupid.
I'm not like you. I'm not like somebody who takes risks. I just want ordinary things.
We all want ordinary things, Terry.
I want my own house, pay my own way, have my own family.
Yeah, but it depends who it's with, though, doesn't it?
I know who I want it with. And it's all worthwhile.
Still all there, is it, sir?
Yeah, and in working order.
Just doing my office work. It's a pity Sue's not here. Could do with a secretary.
She's got a job.
She Really impressed Sam Bishop last week, you know.
I thought the helicopter did that.
Well, that helped. It was worth every penny.
It must have cost a few, Bob.
Well, if you're in the big league, you have to think big, don't you? I mean, it's all kidology, really. If he thinks I've got loads of money, he's going to back me with some more. It's mad, but it's the way of the world.
Long way from the car, Valentine and two-line shop, isn't it?
Terry, I'm sick of being at the bottom, and now I've got my chance.
Well, don't take too many chances, eh?
You've got to be in it to win it, Ted.
Oh!